Everyone, Katsu of LionsAbyss, back with another episode of Let's Play Tales of Xillia. Where we last left off, we went up to the Distortion Hill, had a scene, and now let's head back to Balin's room. Talk to him. Yeah, let's rest. Well, never mind. The night before the final battle.
What are you doing, Alvin?
Figured I'd stay away, since everyone's so sick of me.
Maybe because you're a big fat liar.
Yeah, that's just who I am, alright. And what about you, Elise? Wondering what to do?
Yeah, I just don't know what the right choice is.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't know much about being a kid. Never really had a childhood.
So were you a member of Exodus ever since you were just a little boy?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was okay to trick people. When things would go bad, I'd just disappear. I'd take the path of least resistance. I pretty much just did whatever didn't hurt me, that's all.
Then, does that mean you won't be going with Milla and Jude?
You know what? That kid forces me to wake up and smell reality. They're all just so mature, the way they hide their real feelings about me.
Oh, now I get it. You're lonely, aren't you, Alvin?
I've never been much for expressing my feelings, I suppose. But even if they do hate me, I have to stick it out. I'm not leaving this time.
So does that mean that you really want to be their friend again?
I've learned that building real trust with people takes a lot more work than you think.
Being a grown-up sounds like an awful lot of pain.
It seems like the older you get, the tougher it is to share your feelings with others. Anyway, no one will want to be friends with me until I can make the first move. It's hard, but it sure beats being alone.
Aww.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do now. What do I have to do to become happy?
Well, it's different for everyone. You just have to find what works for you. I'm sure you know what you want by now.
I guess so. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned a lot traveling with everybody. I know that. I definitely don't want to stop, that's for sure. I want to keep on learning more, and I want to make some new friends.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Some help you are.
I told you, I'm the wrong guy to ask about this stuff. Sorry about that, kid. Huh?
That's a thank you. I just wanted you to know that from now on, I'm gonna be your friend, okay?
How come the kids are the wisest people in this group?
Meanwhile, with Rowan,
sleeping, young miss?
Yeah, I still haven't made up my mind. What about you?
I've reached a decision. I have decided to go with them.
I see. I wonder if I'm the only one who's still on the fence.
You're not alone.
Huh?
When Lord Klein passed away, I inherited the keys to the kingdom, along with many doubts.
But eventually you figured out what to do, right? I used to think that everything works out if you do your best, but I've been proven wrong every time.
Does Agria still haunt you?
I keep thinking there might have been something else I could have done for her.
I know that feeling well.
I know that feeling well.
You mean with King Noctigal?
Am I that easy to read? Let me tell you, life does not become any simpler the older you get. But I must say, I am a bit surprised by you.
In what way?
I was under the impression that Jude was the one who occupied your every waking thought.
Come on now, don't be silly. Is it obvious?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
You know, I once thought that if I became a nurse, that I might find happiness. After all, when Jude's happy, I'm happy. Simple enough, right? But now, I'm starting to get the feeling that Jude just might be better off without me. I mean, I don't want to get in his way again, you know?
Leah, would you like to know what my reasons are and why I've decided to go along with Jude and Milla?
Are you willing to tell me?
I would like to be there to walk with them in the future that they wish to create.
That sounds like you.
But that's not all.
Huh?
I plan to take the lead and pull the two of them along behind me. That is my true desire.
And I? What do I really want?
I think you already know your answer, miss.
What I really want is to see Jude's smiling face again. I suppose that's it. That's a good reason, isn't it?
Meanwhile, with Milla.
Hey. Don't you want to sit?
You've changed.
Not really. To be honest, I'm so scared I can't even sleep.
I told you before, if we can just dispel the schism, I'll handle everything from there. There's no reason for you to be afraid.
Milla! If the schism disappears, so will the temporal crossroads, right?
Yes. The destruction of the schism means the death of Maxwell. The temporal crossroads were born from Maxwell and that unique spirit climb, so they will vanish too.
Why? Why didn't I realize what's happened to you? I know. You never told me because you wanted me to find my own answer first. Isn't that right? Milla?
It was just easier for me that way.
Huh?
The entity known as Maxwell is essential for the spirits. So they will need a new Maxwell.
Then we won't be able to stay together anymore?
The sadness of parting is a human emotion. Such emotions no longer apply to me.
And there's no other way, is there?
Maxwell created me, so perhaps he could restore my human body. Jude, is that what you really want? Let's create a new future for all the spirits and people in the world. And let's create it together.
Together. Thanks.
Hello.
Gaius!
Is Muse with you?
Just relax. I've come here to tell you something, and that's all.
Tell us something, man.
Then talk.
We are ready to commence our operation to wipe out every Spyrix in Olympias.
So your attack from before was just to check whether Spyrites were usable?
Exactly.
You came here to tell us that?
No. Listen. You have a dream for the future of the world that is vastly different from mine. So...
You plan to fight us here?
this is a piece of Muse's power.
The power to slice through space?
What of it?
Here, I give you a chance to return to Riza Maxia quietly if you choose to.
You'd still offer us a chance to end things peacefully.
Gaius, you know full well that we can't walk the same path. Not anymore.
So you say. But I wonder if Milla agrees with that.
Hmm?
Why should I? What makes you think I've wavered?
One can only handle so much. Take Muse, for example.
What about her?
She is very torn. She has incredible power, yet she knows not how to use it. In hindsight, I was cruel to force such a weak person to become strong so suddenly.
You want to save her too, don't you?
Along with the rest of my people. Stand down, and I will take over.
Your words cannot shake my will, nor can they alter my mission. It remains unchanged, even after all this time.
I see.
Jude. Our choices matter. They're meaningful for precisely that reason, because they're our choices. Following the will of others will lead nowhere. That's why our choice right now is more important than our own survival. So Jude, please. Watch over me so that I stay on my path until the very end.
Yes, I promise.
The next day, oh hey,
Sleep well?
Yes.
That might have been the best sleep I've had in my entire life. I was dead to the world.
I decided I'm coming with you. I won't bore you with my reasons, though.
Thanks, Leia. Let's do our best.
Yep. I'm coming too. And me 3.
I shall accompany you as well.
Wouldn't do for the only Olympian here to sit this one out.
So you've made up your minds.
Everyone's on board.
Then there's something we need to tell you. Check this out.
Nifty knife.
Gaius brought this to us last night. He called it a piece of Muse's power.
Does that mean we could use it to tear open the breach?
Looks like it.
Gaius truly is inscrutable.
He's mocking us.
I don't think so. We might be fighting against one another, but he's a good guy.
Nice to see her actually talking to me.
Well...
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Aw, she's blushing.
It's a bummer there's nobody here to send off the heroes.
That shouldn't be a problem.
We'll just have to accept that we're unsung heroes.
Who needs an adoring crowd? Let's have a pre-battle cheer.
A pre-battle
If you
cheer.
insist.
Couldn't hurt.
Make sure to put some feeling into it.
Indeed.
Here goes nothing. Everyone, let's finish what we started.
Oh yes, the time of the final battle is upon us. As they set out to change the world. Then we can just turn around and come back.
Ta-da! Look! Look, everyone, look! Check out my awesome new duds!
Not bad. Not bad. Might look a tad classier if you cut off the price tags.
Where's the guy who gives you the Orcs Ball? Well, unless you can only do that in New Game Plus. And before that, it's it.
Muse seems to have fallen completely under Gaius's control.
I'd say it's more that Muse has finally found someone she can rely on. She had been yearning for someone to guide her.
That girl has some big-time dependency issues.
She's like my own dark shadow. I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Whatever the nature of their relationship, Muse's ability to manipulate dimensional space is now in Gaius's hands. That is no trivial matter.
Agreed. Even the great spirits are no match for a blade that can sever dimensional barriers.
That doesn't sound promising. Should we turn tail and run away?
Yes, let's do that. Do you really think I would say such a thing?
Of
Never
course
way.
not.
You know me well.
Item steal.
Oh, yeah! Snag something good!
Is it really okay to steal like that?
Of course it is! We won that battle fair and square!
Yikes. So might makes right, huh?
Does that mean if we lose, the enemy might take something of ours?
Yep. If we were to lose, the enemies could have Tipo. What? You can't take Tipo without my permission! Well, let them have your hairband! Hey, that's off limits! I had to save up my allowance for weeks to buy this. It's my #1 favorite. But I'm everyone's #1 favorite! Fine, fine. If we lose, we'll just have to sacrifice Alvin's coat.
The hell you will. I love this thing.
Let's head for the dimensional breach. Keep calling it distortion here.
Jude, you're up.
Alright, Jude, show us what you can do with that knife.
Can we look before we leap? Less looking, more leaping.
Not so fast.
What now?
You really think we can beat Gaius and Muse like this?
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet.
I don't think that's what he's implying.
Do we need to take care of any business back in Riza Maxia?
We can go back?
Yes, we can probably return to Riza Maxia from the temporal crossroads.
Alvin has a point. We cannot expect help from anyone.
In other words, we must be fully prepared.
Right. We gotta think these things through. We're on our own after all.
Good point.
I wasn't talking some sense.
Ready, everyone?
Last one in has to kiss Tipo. Hey, no fair.
Whee!
I gotcha.
No need to worry. We're all bound for the same destination.
Rowan's just like,
For doing
yeah.
things as a group.
Hey, it's worked for us so far.
I guess you're right. Well, looks like we're up.
Whee!
What?
Hey, nice of you to join us. Either we ended up in a different place from last time, or it got a major remodel.
Gaius must have used Maxwell's power to alter things here. Where's Leia?
Where'd you go?
I found another breach like the one we came through.
Don't tell me you went in it.
I did. It leads to Riza Maxia, so that's the wrong way. Then Gaius and Muse must be that way.
This presents a dilemma. I assumed we would just be following the same path as last time.
At your age, Rowan, never assume things will be easy.
And there it is.
Well said. We have other dangers to contend with besides Gaius and Muse.
Better keep our guard up.
Let's go, everyone.
Okay, let's go. Pursue Gaius and Muse, or return to Riza Maxia.
Gaius has been busy keeping order in Rashagal ever since Noctigal died. I wonder what's going on back at his old castle in Canbalar.
Now we're getting a series of side quests.
You don't want to pay Balin a visit?
Why? Are you hoping to hear one of his humiliating stories about my past?
The more you bring it up, the more curious we get.
Okay, we go through here to return to Olympius. Then we can use the Temple Crossroads again, and the Riza Maxia. We gotta fight these things first. Fire Element Ultra. Ouch!
That's no good.
Oh, that frame rate. Ouch. Ouch! Ooh.
Time for some fun.
Hey, looky here!
Demon Inferno! Who's next? fire!
Get him!
Watch a pro in action. Time for some fun.
Right on point!
Behold our power.
Just keeps
getting better. Okay, let's make our way to
I'm
Reason
hungry,
Maxi.
and if you don't eat a lot, you'll never grow bazungas. What a crazy place! But that's okay. We're used to it.
I guess that way leads to Gaius and Muse, and over here leads to Reason Maxi. Quite so confused, and I'll tell you what.
time for some fun.
Take that!
Open your eyes and witness your final demise. Permanent pride!
Please keep them away. I think that worked out really well. We'll call ourselves the Beauty Link. Beauty? Oh, this is so embarrassing.
You're more like the beast.
I can't.
Yes. Oh,
You can always level up. Yay! Ooh, a fairy ring. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All divide. Return to Riza Maxia? Sure. I see no reason not to. Yay! We can now travel between Riza Maxia and Olympias. Yay! We're back at Riza Maxia. You can wrap up any side quests or whatever. Just do what you want. I'm just gonna head back to Niakara and then save the game. Why not? Then I'll save it and let's spectate Xillia later on. Yes. Actually, why don't I just... much better. What's up with these pink rat pig things? These things are good eating. Really? Piglet ears are highly poisonous. Oh. No more rat pig ears from me, I guess.
We should probably tell Prin about Agria.
yeah. That's the least we can do.
I hope she's still at the medical school.
Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Religious getting you. I wonder where Ivar is. Maybe he's at Milla's shrine. Junko did kind of bust his chops. Anyway, I'm gonna save, and then we'll come back. There'll be more Let's Play Tales of Xillia. See ya.